So here we are at the Magnolia Hotel. We were just awarded the modernization contract for these machines. They were installed in 1903. They are literally 120 years old. This center machine, unit number 2, is actually dead. The armature arcs. I'm going to try and get the video from the other mechanic that actually diagnosed this, but the video will show arcing from the commutator onto the armature. So this machine is basically dead. It needs a new armature, and well, they're not made anymore after 120 years. When the units were initially installed, they ran with human elevator operators. They were not automatic. All of the gen sets were replaced by SCRs in the 1980s when they modded the system. That's what these are here. I cannot emphasize the scale of this enough. These machines are literally 48 inches high without the shiv mounts on them. The controllers are Elevonic 411 modernization units, put in back in the 1980s. We figure about 1986. Now we're very fortunate because car 2 is on a service. The counterweight is landed and the car is actually hung up on the top floor. So I will be able to enter under the shafter with all my PPE on, and I'll be able to show you some photo of the other 2 units in operation. So we're in the basement of the building. These machines are actually basement mount machines. When they built the hotel, they weren't sure if they were going to add any levels to it. Not very much light, unfortunately. Let me see if I can turn on the light. There we go. So this one's sitting on the first floor. You can see way up the hoistway, probably not, I'll try zooming in. But that's the car parked way up there. The counterweight is sitting here on the stand. These machines are just massive. I can't even back up far enough to get them in shot. This is the brake assembly on the back of the machine in between the shiv and the drive. Now, these units don't use compensating cables, they use compensating chains. And let's see, I'm hoping somebody called in will be coming downstairs here. Here it comes. That farting noise you just heard is actually weight being added to the other elevator. The cars are as old as the machines, 120 years old. In a future video, I hope to take some video of the overhead, which is a rat's nest of hoist ropes. But I wanted to share this with you because there aren't very many of these left, unfortunately. 120 years and they're still operational. And out of the 3, only 1 died. Very little has had to be done to these machines in their existence for them to operate. There we go. This is the main lobby concourse for the elevators in question. Number 2 is permanently on a service. And as you can see, typical Otis Elevonic from the 80s. Hopefully and notice how the doors themselves are biparting 2-speed doors. I'll explain that later. But the doors on the actual hoistway doors on the landings themselves are actually single speed. It's because the cars ride in between the I-beams in the shaft, and there's no space for the doors to open as a single speed door, which is incredible. Hope you enjoyed.